He vanished with $4.5 billion, and no one's seen him since. Before that, he threw the most outrageous parties the world had ever seen, bought a $250 million yacht, financed the Wolf of Wall Street, and partied with Leonardo DiCaprio, Paris Hilton, and bankers who didn't ask too many questions. This is the real-life Gatsby, Jho Low. And this isn't a movie. It's the biggest financial scandal you've never heard of. Jho Low grew up in Malaysia but studied in elite schools in the UK and America. Harrow, Wharton. By 20, he was already networking with Middle Eastern royalty and building relationships with Malaysia's political elite. The most important one? Najib Razak, soon to be Prime Minister. When Najib came to power, Jho pitched him a brilliant idea: a sovereign wealth fund to modernize Malaysia. The fund was called 1MDB. Jho. He was the puppet master behind the curtain. What followed was a flood of billions, raised through Goldman Sachs, backed by the Malaysian government. But instead of investing it into Malaysia, Jho Low started spending it. He bought a $30 million penthouse in Manhattan, a $250 million yacht, a $35 million bombardier jet. He gave DiCaprio Marlon Brando's Oscar. He bankrolled the Wolf of Wall Street with stolen money. His parties became legend. Beyoncé performed at his birthday. Paris Hilton flew in on command. Champagne, $100,000 per bottle. His goal wasn't just wealth. It was to become myth. And for a while, it worked. But billions don't just disappear. Whistleblowers started talking. Journalists began digging. And suddenly, authorities in the US, Singapore, Switzerland, and Malaysia were all tracing the same money trail. The US Department of Justice confirmed what many suspected. Over $4.5 billion had been misappropriated. Najib Razak, arrested. Jho Low, gone, vanished into thin air, believed to be hiding in China under government protection. Interpol red notice. FBI wanted list. Nothing worked. To this day, Jho Low remains a ghost. Najib was sentenced to 12 years in prison. Goldman Sachs paid billions in fines. But the damage to Malaysia's economy, reputation, and people can't be measured. Jho Low wasn't just a con man. He was a mirror. A reflection of what happens when power, greed, and ego meet a system with no accountability. A system that rewards spectacle and punishes too late. So the next time you watch The Wolf of Wall Street, remember, the real wolf never got caught.